Hello from Ruidoso, New Mexico. I'm in the parking lot of Village Ace Hardware. Even though today is a bright, sunny day, there's not going to be any rain whatsoever. I've gotten into such a habit from coming here all during the flash flood season. And we're not in flash flood season anymore, but I've gotten in such a habit of parking up high that I'm still parking up high. I can hardly get any higher than this, because I'm going to go in there and get a part. I figured, heck, may as well just pick up a part here at Village Ace Hardware. I have excellent news for me. I have graduated from physical therapy. Yay! But that doesn't mean I can stop physical therapy. But I've been evaluated again, and earlier than expected, I have graduated. I am doing so much better. So much better. And I just have to tell people, it's excellent physical therapy there at Ruidoso Physical Therapy. The fellow has a PhD in physical therapy. He got it at University of Texas Medical Branch in Galveston. UTMB is an excellent school. He knows what he's doing. Currently, he was here just by himself. Then he got himself a physical therapist to come help, a visiting physical therapist, and that visiting physical therapist was going to be there for just 3 months, but now he's going to be there another 3 months, so that's good. And he likes them a lot, and he is good. They're both good, and I highly recommend it. If you're in pain and you think, well, this is an unavoidable part of aging, please go to your physician and see about getting referred for physical therapy if that's warranted. I just have to say, bless her heart. There was a new person there. They had some new people. And this one lady who was next to the table next to me, she reminded me of me. She was doing the same exercises. And she would say, oh, that hurts. Oh. They were being gentle with her, but just doing these basic exercises were extremely painful to her. And she couldn't hold it back. She would say, oh, that hurts. At some point between exercises, I said to her, you know what, madam, I was exactly like you. I was the same way. I called it pain and torture. It really hurt. I was just like you. And I said, but if you'll stick with it and not stop, I guarantee you in a few weeks you're going to feel so much better. And her face visibly relaxed. And she said, really? Bless her heart. But it was something to see. It was something to see someone brand new with the same problem doing the same exercise, because they have a lot of different people doing all kinds of exercises. But she was doing the same in the table right next to me, and she was just in agony. And it reminded me of how I used to be. But physical therapy has gone for me from being pain and torture to being something that I actually look forward to doing, because it makes me feel so much better. That's the miracle of proper physical therapy. So I highly recommend it. I'll miss coming to Ruidoso in a way. I'll miss coming here as much as I've been. But on the other hand, I won't miss it in the sense that it's not like I can just stop doing exercises. I still have to continue to do them at home. The physical therapist said for my situation, it takes about 47 days of continuous physical therapy before you can consider yourself, just totally back to normal. And of course, we don't do physical therapy every day, at the physical therapist. It was twice a week. I think I started in June. I either started in late June or early July, one or the other. Late June, early July. And it was twice a week for a real long time. Then it got to be just once a week. And I will have to continue to do these at home, of course, just to keep it up. He said, if I don't do it at home, eventually, he says, you don't want to lose all the improvement that you've made. And it's amazing. Now I get in and out of the truck without any pain. I can go up and down stairs like a normal person, no pain. I had no idea any of that was due to this. All I knew was I started waking up at night in severe pain. That's all I knew. And I knew that wasn't right to be in such pain in my groin, in my right groin is what it felt like. Kind of, but upward a little bit. And I thought it was a gynecological problem, but it turned out, no, it's the iliopsoas muscle group. And thank God I've avoided a hip replacement and just have to continue this. If you need physical therapy, I do highly recommend Ruidoso Physical Therapy. Not all physical therapists are the same. I know of a fellow, he was going to Alamogordo, some physical therapist group in Alamogordo. Same problem as myself, at least that's how he was diagnosed. But he told me he was seeing 6 or 7 different therapists. They didn't seem to read the notes. You know, they weren't doing right by him. He wasn't improving. Long story short, he's had an MRI, and it turns out he probably should have been doing physical therapy in the first place because he needs hip replacement, double hip replacement. And the poor guy, I'm probably old enough to be his mother. He's that much younger than I am to have this problem. After he's done with his hip replacements, I told him to use Ruidoso Physical Therapy. They know what they're doing. Look, there's Mount Baldy, Sierra Blanca. In my day, that mountain was covered always with snow, even in summer. How many of you remember that? When it was covered with snow year-round. That's why it was called Sierra Blanca. At any rate, I'm going to come in here, pick up a chimney stove pipe piece I need that they have, and do some shopping, some other kind of shopping, and then I won't be coming to Ruidoso every week now. That's going to come to an end, but I'll still come back at times. And meanwhile, if you haven't been to Ruidoso, do come. It's not even the tourist season anymore. And I came here faithfully. I don't care if a flash flood was being warned. I still came, and I drove through the rain and everything else and did not miss my physical therapy. There's no way I was going to miss that. And I did fine, and so can you. Just I have to just park up high. It's not going to rain today. But get in the habit of parking up high away from the road, and you're going to be fine. And it's a beautiful, beautiful day. Bye-bye from Ruidoso.